Hey everybody, 42% health here. Unfortunately, I was unable to get the sound working the way I wanted it to, so we're back to this same old crappy sound that we had before. One other channel update. Starting next week, I think I'm going to go to a fixed schedule, a fixed weekly schedule, where every Monday I will be playing Speed of Doom. Uh, Tuesdays I'll be playing, um, what's the other one? Scythe 2. And going that way just because I kind of want to go a little faster through my blind classic WAD. It's the way I normally play when I'm not showcasing, and at this point I'm showcasing pretty much all the time I ever play anything at all. So I think it'd just be more fun for me that way to give that one a little more attention. So that has absolutely no bearing on our business at hand, which is our Hexen Beyond Heretic walkthrough. Let's see, when we left off, I've had, not a new game. When we left off, we had just started the 7 Portals hub, and as expected, I've played this a couple times before already, trying to test sound issues and such, so basically, whoa, hey, start out here, just clear out the area. It's pretty easy for our class. I think the mage is the only one that might have any trouble because of all the centaurs. Now I intend to show this off in my next Hexen walkthrough, which will be the expansion of this game. But the best way to deal with centaurs with the mage is to just shoot at them through a doorway or something like this. And you'll end up locking up groups of them with their shields up. You just run forward, drop a couple flechettes, and run back. And the mage's flechettes are one of the very few attacks in the game that can actually affect the centaurs through their shields. Come on, buddy. Now our axe will target like the trees and stuff. They're considered a shootable object. Well, you see we're also getting these green mana cubes for our third weapon, which we will get very shortly. Now if you're playing as the cleric, you'll want to come in here first because your third weapon will be in there. If you're playing as the mage, you will want to come here next, because if you step right here, this door opens and your third weapon will be right around the corner. I'll leave those efforts for now, but as a fighter, we're going to come this way up the river. Now this area is rather dangerous. Our third weapon is right down there, so I'm just going to jump for it. The Hammer of Retribution. It's pretty awesome. Basically, it's a rocket launcher with perks. 2 hits kills a Chaos Serpent. We are immune to the splash damage, and if you use it at melee range, it does not do any damage. I mean, it doesn't use any mana at all. Okay, now this switch will cause those platforms to rise. There are a lot of stalkers in there, so I'm going to hit the switch and try to make it to the platform. That is a hard jump. That's only the second time I've ever made it in my life. These are runnable. Well, that's interesting. Oh. I thought, why haven't the traps triggered? I thought maybe I'd skipped a line def or something, but no, they trigger alright. Oh, hello buddies. You see the splash damage kills more than one Afrit at a time. Of course, they have to be good hits, and I think I'm hitting the wall around him. Okay, we have a new item here. Dark Servant. These are very handy in tight situations. Basically, it's the second boss from Heretic, except he's on your side now. You throw it and it becomes a minion that you can use. This switch will cause stairs to rise over there, so I'm just going to jump and get to the end of the rising part. Pull this switch and all the traps will stop. Alright. Also that switch opened bars down there. Now I'm going to have to go into the slime now. Try not to take damage falling. Maybe I can jump over them. Yeah, nice. But yeah, there's a lot of them in here. You can sometimes, by walking up to the water, you can bump into them. Whoa. Even if they're underwater and you can't see them, they will still block you. And also, their AI is advanced enough that they will try to get behind you if you're out in the middle of the water. Oh, that made me jump. Okay, that might be all of them. This switch here opens these bars so you can get back up if you need. But we're going to go into the swamp. The main idea of this hub is that there, just as indicated in the intermission text, there are 3 worlds, 3 peripheral worlds, and they are cave themed, swamp themed, and desert themed. So this is a swamp level, of course. Each of these pots has an Afrit in it, and they're very easy to kill this way. But once you cross a certain line depth, they all drop, and you would have to fight them all at once if you didn't know it was coming. So, just a tip there. So, what was I saying? Okay. The main idea of this hub is that there's 3 peripheral worlds. Each one has a key. So, while we're here, we're going to get the swamp key. And in order to solve the puzzle, there are 6 puzzle switches. You have to use the keys from the other worlds. So basically, in order to solve the puzzle here, we would need the swamp key for the other worlds, which we get here. I'm hearing another one. There he is. Come on out. We need the swamp key, and we also need the cave key in order to access one of the puzzle switches. And we need the desert key, which they call the horn key in this game, to access the other puzzle switch. I'll take care of them later. Okay, so we see all these torches are lit except this one. Walk up and use it. And this door will open. These items are called discs of repulsion. Due to the kind of bulky inventory system in this game, I won't be using them very much. I was also going to say the hammer is more powerful than the fist, but it's not as powerful as the axe, and it's also much slower than the axe. So if you have a lot of melee enemies, you're better off switching to the axe. Okay. Basically, there was a locked door here, there was a locked door there, and if you do the switches in sequence, then you can open all the doors. Oop, I missed. Alright, there's a Chaos Serpent in there. He's easily dispatched. It is possible to run out of green mana, though, if you rely on your hammer too much. The fighter really doesn't have to worry too much about mana management, resource management, because his weapons are very very mana efficient. They do a lot of damage per cost. Alright, here we are introduced to like the higher ranking stalker. They shoot, and they do have a few more hit points. And man, they hurt. Okay. This is where we came in. This is just opened up, so we can access it from this way if we wanted. This leads back to the very, very beginning. Ah, man, those guys make me jump every time. And that switch that we hit back there inside the hut reveals this switch here. I'm going to change to my hammer because there are a lot of enemies down here. Warning, if you hit these guys while their shield is up, the projectile will bounce back at you. And then it can damage you. You're not immune to the splash damage or anything. Alright, since we're in here now, I think I'm going to axe the rest of these guys. Okay. So this is a cave key door. One of the puzzle switches is back there, but we can't access it. Down these stairs is a locked door. Anytime in Hexen you see this door texture, it cannot be opened manually. It's a signal that you need to find a switch or something elsewhere. That's a door we can enter. If we head up the stairs, we find a castle key door. Now the castle key is kind of unique in this hub because it's the one key that's not affiliated with any of the world, or associated, I should say. It's not one of the world keys. You just need it to get one of the world keys. Die already. Okay. Jump across. There's some health over here, but not much else. There are 2 enemies in there that you can take out from here, which I'm going to do. We also see an icon of the defender in there. Now, speedrunners have perfected the art of making the jump into that window, but I'm going to show you the correct way to do it, or the intended way. Sorry, I'm adjusting volume a little bit right there. Alright, so the only way it appears that we can go is through this door. Step on the edge to wake up the Afrit and then back up. Now caution, there are 2 switches down there. They both do the same thing. But one of the things they do is raise up the water. If you're standing under the bucket, it will crush you. So make sure you stay on the edge of the well. Now I believe that said you hear a door open in the distance. That is not that door. That is the door where we killed the Chaos Serpent back here. And that gives us access to the castle key, which we need. Castle key. Grab flechettes because... But yeah, at this point, we've got a rocket launcher. We don't really need the grenades. The grenades are harder to use anyway. Rocket launcher's got better distance, easier to aim. Castle key door, icon of the defender. And behind this suit of armor there was a switch. It was hidden. I wrecked it by accident with my hammers. That switch opens up this door. Okay. Now there's a lot of Afrits and Ettins in here. At least a handful. I always take care of the Afrits ASAP because they're the range guys. And us fighters don't like range guys very much. Okay. 4 fireplaces. These 2 are normal. These 2 are unique. This one has no fire, and if you use the back wall, we see a pathway. This one has a switch in it, which if you flip the switch, this passageway just leads up to where we need the horn key. So we can't do anything up here yet. That's a death fall. This is not a death fall, but it does do damage, so I'm not going to fall down there. It just takes you right here. This is where you fall down. So let's go this way. Now this part is very hard, so I'm going to actually save here. You can see I've saved here before. Okay, once you go up this lift, do not back up onto the lift again. Either stay on it. Okay. Because if you get off the lift and then retreat back onto it, it will lower down. Ooh, I didn't mean to trigger that. If you get off the lift, it'll lower down, and then if you retreat onto it, you'll take damage. Okay, so at some point, as you approach here, several traps appear. These darts are random. It is extremely hard. I've done it before, but it's extremely hard to get through here without taking damage. So I'm just going to run through the best I can. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Once you get on this side, the traps change. Now here we have the swamp key. This is very annoying. I can't not figure out how this trap works. If anyone knows, please tell me in the comments. Basically, there seems to be... You would think that the game's presenting you 3 options, and you have to pick the correct one. If you pick the incorrect one, you're teleported back here, and you have to try again. However, it has happened to me before that I've tried this one and it teleports me back. I tried this one and it teleports me back. Then I tried this one and it also teleports me back. Eventually I always make it through, but I cannot figure out what to do to not trigger the trap. So I'm just going to run for it. Maybe try running faster. I'll pick a different one just to... See, that one wasn't it. I need health now. Okay. That one for some reason let me through. Yeah, I don't quite get that. Alright, so we have the swamp key, which is the whole reason we came here. And that is all we can do here for now, because we do not have the other keys yet. So, I'm going to... Yay! I made the jump. This way. I'm going to head back to the hub. Now this level, by the way, is called Darkmere. The hub is called Shadowwood. So I'll head back here. Let's see, I'm down on armor, so I might as well grab this now. There's also some mana up here. If you fall down there, you'll take a little damage, so I'm going the chicken way again. And I'll pick up here next time. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care until then. Bye.